Now I will be explaining you about net profit and details accounting module. This is accounting module. Here in accounting module, you will get three types of financial statements: profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flow. Cash flow is also known as income statement, and with that you will also get customer ledger also. Now I will explain you one by one. Profit and loss. Here in profit and loss, you will get two sections, income and expenses. In income, you will get value of sales, less GST covered, and total revenue. Value of sales, in value of sales, you will get all the sales related total amount, less GST covered. In less GST covered, you will see the GST covered amount here. Total revenue. In total revenue, you can see the total revenue of your sale. Expense. In expense, you can see the cost of goods sold. You can see the amount of goods sold. Purchase of stock in trade. In purchase of stock in trade, you can see the total amount of stock. Stock expenses. Expense of your stock. Rent. In rent, you can see the how much rent you have paid for your shop. Or in total expense, you can see the overall expense that you have paid the amount, and you can see the total expense value here. Closing stock. In closing stock, you can see the closing stock of this date here. This is the closing stock value of the today's date. Opening stock. You can see the opening stock of your retail shop also. Total profit. In total profit, you can see the total profit till the date. Here you can export. You can export this report into your system, or else you can send this report to mail also. Or you can select the transaction year, and you can select the transaction date or month and refresh it, and you will get the report of that transaction date. Next is balance sheet. Here also you will get two sections, assets and liabilities. In assets, you can see the cash on hand value and accounts receivables. If you have sold any items for the customer on credit, and how much amount you have to receive from the customer, it will be shown here. Inventory. You can also check the inventory value here, that how much value does that inventory item or product contains. Total assets. Here in total assets, you will get the total of all the assets. Liabilities. In liabilities, you can see the account payable, that if you have purchased any products from the supplier on credit basis, if you how much amount you have to pay to the suppliers, it will be shown here, that accounts payable is how much. Short-term notes. In short-term notes, if you have, you can see the short-term notes value. Short-term notes is if you have issued any credit note for the customer, and you need to pay to the customer of on a credit note, and what is the value of it, it will be shown here. Tax payable. How much is the tax payable? You can see here. Owner's equity also, you can see here the value of the owner's equity, and total liability and equity also will be shown here, that the total of the liabilities can be also seen here. You can set the transaction date, and you can see the that date transaction report also. You can also export the report into your system, or else you can also email this report. This is cash and flow submodule. Here in cash and flow module, you can select the date transaction, of which date you need to see the details, and when you click on refresh, you will get that day's cash flow report. Here in cash flow, you can see the amount coming in and going out of your store. Here you can see the transaction date, that transaction ID, category, party name, cash in, cash out, and you can see the balance also. You can see the date, transaction ID also, category, whether it is sale credit amount has been received, or sale amount, sale category, or receiving credit amount, you can see here. And here you can see the party name. You here in cash in, you can see the how much amount has been received from the customer, and how much amount has been given out of the store. And this is the current balance of amount, where you can see this. And you can also export this report into your system by clicking on export here, and also you can send this report through email also. This is how cash flow works, where you can see the cash in and cash out of your store. Next is customer ledger. In customer ledger, you can see the details of customers and its transaction. To see the details of customer, you need to search customer here first, Gurunath. After selecting customer, you will see the details of that customer, at what date, what type of payment he has made, what is the credit amount, how much is the balance you should recover from that customer. Now I will show you how to recover that amount and how that customer ledger get updated. For this is the balance amount that the customer Gurunath has to be paid. And I will go to the credit payments and I will go in receivables. I will search that customer Gurunath here and I will click on proceed to payment. This is the amount he should be paying. No, this is the amount that he should be paid. I will give here 5,000. Okay, pay, comment, checkout. Now going back to accounting module, customer ledger, search that customer Gurunath, and here you can see that the customer has paid 5,000 rupees, and this is the remaining amount which that customer has to pay to the shop. Here you can see the transaction date, document type also, reference ID, cash, he paid by cash that 5,000 rupees. This is the balance amount which you need to recover from that customer Guru Nath. This is how the customer ledger works, and every details of the customer will be updated here. Right? You can export this report into your system by clicking on export, or else you can send this report through email also. This is how accounts module and its sub modules work.